Hi, if you're watching this video, then I'm presuming you probably have a reactive dog. So I just want to say welcome and congratulations for taking the first steps towards resolving that reactivity. Yes, you have taken the first step, and that is just by watching this video. Every step we take, no matter how small that step is a step in the right direction to making life easier with a reactive dog. And I also want you to know that you aren't alone. It may seem quite a lonely place when you have a reactive dog. You have friends, you've got people down in the park where you walk your dog, and their dogs are just behaving. And yet your dog is barking, lunging, growling, whatever it is that your dog is doing. It can make life feel quite isolated and quite lonely at times as well. So you are not alone in this. We are here to help you with your dog's reactivity and help you take the right steps in resolving that reactivity and making life better so that you can live in harmony with your dog rather than every day being a battle. And we completely understand that battle of reactive dogs and how frustrating it can be. As much as we love our dogs with every fibre and ounce of our body, having a reactive dog can be frustrating. So my name is Alexandra and I own Enigma Canine. And at Enigma Canine, we actually specialise in scent work, which is tracking, trailing and scent detection. We also work with reactive dogs, and the reason we work with reactive dogs, even though we specialise in scent work, is because the benefits of scent work are astronomical for reactive dogs. So it just became the right thing to do to offer a course and offer some education towards reactive dog owners in how valuable scent work can be. So I've owned dogs most of my life. There was a short time when I was at university where I couldn't own a dog, which wasn't the best time. And I want to introduce you to Bear. This was my first dog as an adult. We'd had dogs when I was growing up with my family, but this was my first dog as an adult, and I rescued him from a rescue centre. And I had no idea about his past and no idea about his behavioural issues either. And I wasn't a dog trainer back then, so I actually had no idea about reactivity as well. So I was in the same position that a lot of you would be in as well. And as time went on and Bear settled into life with me, it became apparent that he had huge reactivity towards people and towards dogs. And it made walking him extremely difficult. I couldn't go out on the walks with other people. I mean, to be honest, I did just enjoy my walks by myself anyway, but it meant that just walking down the road with him, I lived in the middle of a housing estate then, so trying to just get him out in an evening after work, it was a nightmare because he would see another dog and he would absolutely explode. And this boy was about 60 kilos and I'm 50 kilos. So it was hard to hold on to him, and I wanted to find out what it was that was causing this behaviours and find out what I could do for my dog and for me to make things better. As time went on and I got more interested in dogs, I then started working, training and working dogs for scent detection for missing people. My life path went down that way, which meant I couldn't work Bear for missing people, for training. He didn't have the right drive for it. So I needed to bring another dog into my life, which was very difficult with this young man. And I chose a breed which is notorious for genetic reactivity as well. So I didn't make my life easy at that point, and enter Zia. And if I thought that Bear's reactivity was bad, I didn't prepare myself for this young lady here. She was reactive in a way that I'd never seen before, with true dog aggression and true human aggression. And it wasn't just a warning sign that she would give. Given half the chance, she would do some damage. And I know that a lot of you are in that situation too, either with a dog like Bear, who is going to be very vocal and antisocial, or a dog like Zia, who potentially could be dangerous. So I knew that I had to do something. I knew that I had to find a way that I could live with these two dogs in the household, and B, have them in society in a safe way, and make sure that they were fulfilled, and make sure that they were not raising their stress levels hugely, and make sure that my life was happy as well. We've got to make sure that our lives are happy as well as our dogs' lives are happy. And this is where scent work really, really helped. And I was astonished at the difference in Zia when I was introducing her to her training for her work. And I did have worries because she was showing signs of human aggression, whether she would be able to work for a dog for finding missing people, because ultimately we are finding people, which is something she doesn't like. We were expected to work through busy areas where there were lots of dogs around, some of them off lead running around, and she had this huge aversion towards dogs and people. So I was cautious and dubious whether she would be able to be a working trailing dog. As I was training her in scent detection, in trailing, I noticed a stark, huge, astronomical, amazing difference in her. And she became the dog that wanted to attack everything and anything that was out there, to the dog that focused on me, the dog that focused on her work, and the dog who was calm and collective, and I could walk her anywhere. I could take her anywhere, I could work her anywhere. When she was working, her mindset was just in that work, and she ignored any dog that was there. She ignored dogs that jumped on her as well. If they were off lead and they were being their naughty dog self, you know, the normal thing, it's all right, my dog's friendly. We hear it all the time as reactive dog owners. By implementing scent work into our lifestyle and becoming that, having that as her focus in life, she became a dog that I could easily live with, that I could easily take wherever I wanted to take her, because she had an outlet. We were using her mind and her body, and we were working what she's genetically programmed to do. Scent work is mainly hunting. Our dogs are hunting for something. So if we can use that hunt drive in our dogs and put that drive in the way we want to put it in, then we're winning half of that battle. So I was so amazed at how much Zia changed with scent work that I was committed then to bringing that to pet dog owners. We're not saying that your dog has to be an operational trailing dog to try and resolve your reactivity. We're just saying that we need to look at things a little bit differently and start working our dogs in how they would like to work. And then you'll start to see the amazing differences. So why did I choose to go down this route instead of the traditional counter-conditioning techniques and desensitization techniques, which are generally used for a reactive dog? And it might be something that you've already tried. What I found with this is it takes such a long time to be working with these methods. And yes, they do get amazing results at the end. However, we need extensive timing, we need perfect timing to be rewarding what we want to reward. We need a strong foundation, we need a strong understanding of exactly what we're doing and where we're doing it, and we need the time and commitment to be able to do it, and we need that commitment again to be able to work through those little tiny incremental changes. And if you are a dog owner who isn't looking to delve deep into that dog psychology and dog behavior, then it may not be something that is going to flow easy with you with that training. When we implement scent work and the other parts, which is focus and engagement for our reactivity training, it becomes something which is simple. It's not only simple, it is fun. It becomes a fun activity that you can do with your dog, and the reactivity melts away into the distance. We focus on what we want to do with our dogs instead of focusing on the fact that our dogs are reactive. And this was the huge change I found in a lot of my clients. When we didn't focus on what the problem was, we focused on what we wanted from our dogs. We started to train differently. We started to change our mindset with our dogs, and our dogs then changed their mindset as well. Now, this isn't just something that we think, oh yes, it's happened with one dog, so it's going to happen with every dog. It's scientifically proven that scent work will help a reactive dog. And this is because it releases feel-good hormones into the system. It's very similar to when, if you've had a bad day at work and you come home and you open a bottle of wine, or you go and get a McDonald's, or you listen to your favourite music. Whatever it is that you do to make yourself feel better, you're releasing those feel-good hormones into your system, and that bad day just seems to melt away, and the stresses of the day and the triggers just seem to drop, and your stress levels reduce. This is very similar to when we do scent work with our dogs. We're releasing those feel-good hormones. The dog is doing it naturally, and so they are reducing their stress levels, and they're having that feel-good feeling. We can then put that into our extended training to be able to change our dog's perspective on the triggers that have made them react in the past. All while we are reducing our stress levels for our dog, making them feel happier, making them feel more relaxed, making them trigger less and less and less, and making us feel more relaxed and happier and more harmonious with our dogs. So I'm hoping that you are still here with me and you've got to this part of the video. So if you want to find out more, and I really hope that you do, because this training is going to be life-changing for you and your dog, all you need to do is look at the links below. There'll be another video explaining what the different parts of our training is. You can buy our training as a bundle, you can buy it individually, depending on how you would like to work with your dog. Click on the links below, have a look at what we offer for each part of it, and have a look at how you can sign up. And I'll see you in our training courses so that we can start to change your life, change your dog life, and make it more harmonious, and get you to enjoy walking your dogs again. What could be better than that?